so this is just a time for us to learn about the Mount Gilead Scholastic and Artistic Institute and the Coy community. Our community partner leadership team, they did not send me pictures, so I just picked them off of Facebook. So I picked two of my favorites. This is Reverend Dr. Stanford Angion and Ms. Susan Wilson. And if you see a resemblance there, it's because they are brother and sister in a dynamic duo. Quite a great team in the work that they're doing with MGS&A. Pastor Angion is the founder. Let me just tell you one thing before I start this. Trying to just consolidate Stan and Susan's lives onto a slide is challenging. So, no, these are highlights that feel relevant to what we're doing here. Get on Google or Facebook and you'll learn more. They're fabulous people. But Pastor Angion is the founder and president of the Mount Gilead Scholastic and Artistic Institute. He's also the senior pastor of Mount Gilead Missionary Baptist Church in Coy, Alabama, who hosts the MGS&A activities. In his spare time, he's vice president for academic affairs at Selma University. That's a full-time job. I think he said that's where he's joining us from actually right now. And Stan, I learned through a little read. I didn't realize you'd written a couple of books, my friend. I found two titles. Unleashing the Inner Strength of Youth and Invigorating Hope, which I plan to order from Amazon as soon as this time is over here. I'm looking forward to reading them. And he's married to the beautiful Athenia Hudson Angion, and the two daughters they have who are in college now, Ivana and Kendra. And I'm sure Stan will tell us a little bit more as he shares with us a little bit later on. There's your little overview. And then Susan Wilson is the program director and also a youth mentor for the Mount Gilead Scholastic and Artistic Institute. And she does a fabulous, fabulous job with it. She's youth director and choir president of Mount Gilead Missionary Baptist Church in Coy. She's a 2017 graduate of Concordia College and has a degree in business administration. And in her spare time, her full-time work is as a case manager with the Alabama Medicaid Waiver Services. She's employed by the Alabama Tom Bigby Regional Commission. And she's a mother of three beautiful daughters, all of whom are pursuing degrees at different colleges. And so y'all are going to enjoy getting to know Susan during this season too. Before I turn it over to Pastor Angion, I wanted to give y'all just a little bit of a idea, some visuals to attach to the things that he's going to share with us. And this is another one that I love. Yeah, because Stan, do you remember the time I got lost trying to get there? So I really am excited when I see the This is another favorite view of mine. These are the church grounds of Mount Gilead Baptist Church, and off to this left over here, if we were driving in from this, it's all woods, or it was last time I was there. I guess it's not cleared yet, is it, y'all? So you drive in, and it's kind of like in the Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy and the crew, like they get to the Emerald City, poof, it's there. That's kind of what this is like to me. You get to this beautiful, these beautiful church grounds, and this is a closer up vision of the sanctuary and the interior of the sanctuary. There's a lovely pavilion area there also. And these are some of the students who participate in the MGS&A. And I wanted to just introduce you all to let you hear the choir, just because it's such a great way to start a Saturday morning. So I've got this video here that I hope y'all can, you give me a thumbs up when I started. I hope you can hear the sound, but this is this right, Susan? This is the choir, the MGS&A choir. These are videos that Stan sent me, but this is the choir from the Institute, right?
Yeah. I'm only seeing the Mount Gilead sign. Okay, now I'm on the sanctuary.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay.
You're caught up now, yes.
Got it. Okay. Well, here's the choir singing. to you, Stan. And if you can share with us a little bit of the history of the Black Belt region, maybe current situation in Coy, and why you were led to start the MGSNA. And I'm going to stop sharing this screen so we can see you a little bit better. So there you go. It's all yours.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Tracy, for all that you have done and all that you're doing for us and in collaboration with us. And just want to thank each of you for making it part of your day to be part of this meeting. Of course, my sister Susan. Well, I for fear of rambling, I'm just going to read to you our mission statement and some of the need that we have, and go from there in case there are questions. But Mount Gilead Baptist Church is we were organized back in 1872, and since that time, of course, the structure has been rebuilt, and the current structure that we worship in now was erected back in 1968, and we've done some upgrading to the facilities and on the grounds. One of the missions of the pastor that was there prior to me, well, the long-term pastor, we had an interim pastor, Pastor Terry Salisbury, was there for 2 years, but prior to him, the pastor, Reverend W.G. Lett, he had been there for 55 years, and he helped to build the church. He built the church primarily on his leadership. To make a long story short, his idea was to have an education facility and place a lot of emphasis on education, Christian education, and young people. So when I became pastor back in 2003, one of the things that we wanted to do was have a music ministry in our church where we had musicians to be an active part of our worship service, and we didn't have any, and it was very difficult to find musicians. You know, there are a lot of talented students, but unfortunately there were no trained piano players or other musicians that we could call on in our area. You know, that some were with other churches. Trained musicians. So we decided, at the advice of other people, to start a training program where we reach out to our students as well as people throughout the community and offer them to be able to learn how to play an instrument. And so we created a nonprofit organization, and it was incorporated in 2012 as a educational organization to equip underprepared students to become well-cultured, productive citizens by helping them to develop a system of ethics, master basic academic skills, and cultivate their artistic dexterity. And that includes all of the things I've just talked to you about as it relates to music and other arts. MGSNA offers a variety of programs and courses designed to enhance elementary, secondary, and post-secondary student learning. The major programs that we have include our MGSNA Summer Camp, the Performing Arts Academy, the On-Track Learning, which is basically a tutoring program, and mentoring. The residents of Coy and many communities throughout Wilcox County are located in a remote area of the state of Alabama and have limited access to libraries, internet services, and aside from centrally located schools, they have very few opportunities for academic tutoring, mentoring, and artistic enhancement programs such as piano, percussions, guitar, dance, and voice. And so one of the things that we try to do is to make those programs available to our students. We didn't want to just create a program to help students only with the performing arts and ignore their other academic needs. And that's why we included all of that to try and help our students become more well-rounded. So when they do graduate from high school, not only will they have a skill in terms of the arts, but they will also be have an academic foundation. So they will be able to matriculate at a school or college if they choose to go there. So that's kind of how we got started, and we've been operating since about 2012. And we've had great partnership from Dawson Memorial Baptist Church in Birmingham, where Tracy is a member, and they partnered with us. It was, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to call it. It was. I don't know how it really. I think the Lord led it, of course. That during a Saturday when Dawson was helping the Spirit of Luke in some of the events in core, that the program one Saturday ended up being hosted at our church, Mount Gilead, and we met David Bivens and some others from Dawson, and they became very interested in the work that we were doing, and it just grew from there. And Tracy, we met her through that same program, and she just fell in love with wanting to help our students and help our program. And from that time until now, she has been participating. She's even come to summer camp and taught. And I'm sorry, Tracy, because I do have some nice photos of you. I just I just didn't get them out to you, but I do have some nice photos of Tracy training students at Mount Gilead, and I'll send those to you later on, Tracy, for your own archive. So again, thank you so much. We've been blessed, and we've been challenged because up until COVID-19, everything that we did in terms of performing arts was hands-on, and students in student faces, face-to-face type stuff. So so this has been challenging with us. Plus, in the core area, the internet is not as reliable, so we have a lot of challenges keeping them connected and time delays. But the Lord has blessed us, and it has just worked. It's worked well. So thank you so much, and that's where we are.